Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New York Jets. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
These are 24. Next side.
Lawrence going to put it up right away. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Hey. Great job. 11.
From midfield now, Lawrence. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jets will take over here just shy of the 30.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their opening drive, that ended with the interception. Fortunate, though, it didn't lead to points.
It didn't lead to points, and because they kind of got away with one, maybe you come back and throw something similar again to show that you're not afraid, that you're not going to back down, and take your shot. Let the defense know that you're going to be there all game long.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Lawrence. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. You talk about this Washington defense. And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Hey, Lion! Turn! Here we go, sir.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Hey, run! Hey,
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, kill! Son, this is hot!
Now Lawrence. Over the middle, it's complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
That's a gain of 3.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
11, again. Hey, easy. Ralph. 11.
Now Lawrence to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A 1st down and then some. 36 yards.
Hey, go! Hey, Ginger, touch! 11, again.
Lawrence will throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
Lisa, 24. Son, this is hot.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Hey, here we go.
They'll run with Hall. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
One more time with Hall. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. The Commanders' defense looking for a stop here. It's 3rd and goal.
Red on red. Hey, Ginger. Zach. Red.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Trevor Lawrence, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Commanders nothing. Harrison Beavis to kick off.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Oh, able to avoid him. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
18 run.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 10. Now they'll audible to something else. Play action, now it's Daniels. That's to Lane, he's got it outright. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 41-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
For a Washington first down. A gain of 21 yards. And the Commanders' first down.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Here we go. Set. Panther 60. Panther 60.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Throwing now is Daniels. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over here up near the 40.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, we're going to milk the clock. Here, we just have good ball control. This is the NFL. 7-0 leads. They don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense. And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, run! Son, it's hot. Silver.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The Jets on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Hey, I'm gun.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. The Jets at 3-0 here in the month of September. They coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Hey, easy, route.
Hall again. Down right around the 25. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Hey. Son, this side's hunt.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
On red. Hey, Ginger. Here we go, son. Here we go, son.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. The Jets triumph, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and a yard.
19 take. 19 cut. Left wing 19. 79 Broncos.
Daniels looking to throw. Pass caught. It's Lane with it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Now a 2nd and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 19, 18, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
To the air goes Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
19 left, Panther 60, Panther 60. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Paul want to give up the middle. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that the defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Harrison Beavis to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
11. Hey, Soko, it's hot. Here we go.
Straight ahead is Hall. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
A gain of 6. And the Jets, 1st down.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Smith catches left side. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Goes right back to Smith again. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half.
At the Commanders' 23-yard line.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3.
13, Luke. Hey, easy. Ralph. Soko, it's hot.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. This pass out wide to Hall. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
It's a gain of 20.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll try to run with Hall. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And check down, complete to Hall. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
It's 3rd and goal.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the 1st half. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Lisa 24. Hey, tomato. Sink right.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And this is going to be caught by Smith for a Jet touchdown. Arian Smith in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Jets would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0.
21. Commanders nothing. Harrison Beavis to kick off.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Harrison Beavis to kick off.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 5.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
To throw is Daniels. He finds his man, complete. It's Lane. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action. Daniels. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First down, Commanders.
Let's go now.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Here's Daniels. A throw left side, hauled in by Lane. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now Daniels. This will be caught by Brown. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
On fourth down, here's Daniels. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And that will force a turnover on downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Lisa 24. Soko, say hi. Silver.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 68 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Here we go.
On first down, right back to Hall. Taken down at the 42.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down at 7.
Hey, Lion. Hey, Soko, say hi. 11.
They'll go again with Hall. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Hey, 11.
Now Lawrence. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Hey, run. Hey, I'm done. They finish hot.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
Hey, easy. Ralph.
They'll give to Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
That's another Jets first down.
Hey, two clear.
At the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
A handoff for Hall. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Hey, son, this is hot. Silver.
Lawrence will throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
down.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
Hold it ready.
Decent 24. Soka. 11. Here we go.
Now Lawrence. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Inside.
Lawrence. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board. Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Back to throw now on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. 2nd and 16.
60 Maverick. Viking, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 2 Vikings, Chuck, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing now is Daniels. Man open left side is Brown. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Dragon 60. Ready? 18 Rodwood, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
70 Timberwolves.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's 3rd and 7.
Pass the 6. Gravity line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Ready.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
70 Timberwolves.
Off the play fake. Daniels to the right side and caught by Sinnott. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Ben Sinnott from 10 yards out. And the Commanders are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Blake Groupie now for the extra point. He's got it, and that makes our score 24-7.
Makes the score Jets 24, Commanders 7.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Hey, Lion! Turn! This one's hot!
And they take a knee. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense.